in the house.
Hi, everyone. We've got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Some different faces starting for this team as they have several players out of action with injuries right now.
Dealing with a number of injuries, missing some key pieces, an uphill battle for the time being.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Emmanuel quickly out there with MP. And it's Ingram and it's small forward. And for Atlanta, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Newell out there with Okongwu. And it's Johnson in at the three. Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class. Really trying to distinguish himself.
And MP talked a big game, but boy, has he backed it up. He's absolutely hit the ground running and has been showing up his fellow rookies to this point.
Take a look at the Hawks. They're hoping to bounce back tonight after losing their first game of the NBA Cup.
Well, there is no margin for error to have it.
Connects again from distance.
And folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record.
And MP is clearly among the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And that's a really important shot for Daniels. This team needs him to shoot the ball with confidence.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Okongwu is now starting, Jim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well. And you see the competitiveness of Daniels. Saw the three on one end of the floor, and he had an answer.
Good on the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Pass to Johnson. Young against Quickly. Johnson. Outside Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. MP fires from way outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Young with no one around, and he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. MP with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Wasted no time on that one. MP's got 21.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Newell, and he lays it straight in.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Nailed from three-point land. He's got 24.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Johnson, the pass to Daniels. Young for three. Barnes grabs the miss.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Newell. Back to Young. Takes a three. Rebound by the Raptors. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Young from outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And a wide open look for Daniel. Atlanta again missing. And here's MP for three. Traps in the tray. MP's got 33.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Gaze checked in, and Toronto making a change here. Here's Wallace. So for Toronto right now, they got R.J. Barrett. MP out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the 5 down low. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Pass to Gay. And here's Young. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, he is so effective on ball, we know that, but Young is also a great shooter off the catch.
The 3 from MP. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 39.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Johnson outside. The kick out to Young. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. MP, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Young finds Alexander Walker. Misses the wing 3. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Puts up a 3. MP, no good. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
So, Tim, we were just talking about Brandon Ingram. Just how impactful of a player is he at this stage of his career?
Well, he's very talented, Kevin, and he's got great length for a wing. The biggest thing for him has been his health, but when he's good to go, there is no question he's a major factor. And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
So both teams changing it up here. Just about halfway through group play, here are the NBA Cup standings.
This competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you guys.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. The three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Krejci passes to Young. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Young. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go. A three from MP. And another one falls.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
A three-pointer, no good. The Hawks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Left side, Daniel. And he goes in for the dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Raptors delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
And what better time than now? That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Jalen Johnson is out there with Newell. And it's Okongwu in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop. That's the way I looked at it.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Here's the three. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
Okongwu, the pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Young's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's good from long range. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Newell. He's got 6. Atlanta again missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
That shot wide open. Quickly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Newell. Now Daniels looking to end the run. And the 3-ball is good. Daniels has got 11 points.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
MP, 3 points.
Young taking his time here. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. That bucket in no time at all. 14 points for Dyson Daniel.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And Daniels, here we go. Offensive rebound. The tray. No good. Toronto, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. And slam dunk by Ingram.
That's just inexcusable defensively, not getting a body on Brandon Ingram. With that kind of length, he can really punish you on the offensive glass.
Pass to Johnson. And there's the drive. Here's Newell. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
And here's MP for good. Another from 3.
And this 3-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Young's shot is off.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Yet another bucket, and there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Young, right side, and he converts the layup.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
A 3 from MP, and again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto ahead, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return. Making some changes here. The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, they've got MP, and it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward.
Well, his 3-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
And here's him. Good, another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Great open look there. 17 points for Dyson Daniel.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
MP, no good. Hawks have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Johnson for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. MP, no good.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Young outside from downtown. And it's MyCareer with the rebound.
Hey, yo.
MyCareer has got his fourth rebound in this one. Fires from deep. And good! He hits it again.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Daniels. A rebound by Shed.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total.
Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for third place in most threes all time. Here's Young. Pass to Newell. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Daniels, no good. And here's MP for and again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And that one misses. Lets the three fly. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson attacking. Whoa! What a play!
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Toronto calls timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Yeah, well,
and again.
And he's now outmatched his own single game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record.
That's a new career high for you. What inspired you tonight?
Spite. I mean, y'all saw what people were saying before the game, right? Yeah, so put some respect on my name or see what happens. Their choice.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot.
Credit to the defense for getting all over Embiid, but he just muscles his way to a good look inside.
From deep, MP on target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Philadelphia with it. George passes to Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. The shot comes out. Pirtle with some nice D. MP way outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Oh, serious range from MP. I wasn't sure he had that in his bag.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams.
Wow, B.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
MP shot is good.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Maxey, shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looks so composed amongst those trees.
From deep, MP. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A deep 3 from him, and again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Drains the triple.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the 3 of his own.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A new lineup here for Philadelphia. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. From outside the arc, connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long.
Well, the precision with which MP shoots that thing seems supernatural, but it's all the result of long hours and a lot of reps behind the scenes.
Now here's McCain. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Back to Edwards, 6 to shoot. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
3 points. And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Outside McCain. Pass to Oubre. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. MP scanning the floor. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just...
And so it's Toronto. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment.
Sixers will have a different look here. Watford's checked in for Oubre. George comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Grimes. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for McCain. Toronto also changing it up. Ingram's checked in for Mamukelashvili. MP comes in for Dick. And quickly subbed in for Shed. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Paul George out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. From deep, MP goes back up. Oh, and it's finished off by Barrett as he lays it in. Barrett's gotten 4 this quarter.
And how about the hustle from Barrett? Wanting to help his team any way he can.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
1:33 left to play in the half. Pass to Barrett. And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Embiid, high post. Embiid, too easy.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's MP from outside. Drills it from deep. MP's got 39.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Watford outside. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Embiid. Oh, Embiid in the face of tough D.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
76ers trail by 10. Here's Maxey. George against MP. Here's Edgecombe. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Edgecombe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Edgecombe. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Edgecombe's got 9.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
MP getting it done for Toronto. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the 76ers.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
and happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, you look at MP in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with MP, and it's Pirtle in at the 5. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thank you, B.A. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Ali, thanks a lot. Quickly against Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got his 3rd basket of the night.
What a finish from Maxey, getting it done right over the defense.
Oh, another one falls.
Once again, he hits the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He just keeps delivering.
And I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. And it just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement. All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Edgecombe, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's MP from outside. He buries it from 3. MP's got 57 points. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Embiid. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. MP really making a difference here.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for Toronto. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Watford with it, working on Barnes. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end. Following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with George. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shoots a 3. Again! What an avalanche!
And with this tremendous night, he is tied for 2nd most 60-point games in a season.
What a year he's having. Game after game, being able to score so effortlessly. Truly remarkable. Shot's no good. Toronto leading by 14. Let's loose for 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. George outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid from downtown. Barnes with a rebound. MP! Good. He hits again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Philadelphia calls timeout. A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. A big group substitution here for Toronto. A minute 31 left in the final quarter. To stop the run. Outside Grimes. Puts up a three. It's good from beyond the arc.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Raptors.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, BA, you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Stolen by MP. From downtown, and again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Grimes' shot is off.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And the basket by MP.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
I'm here with MP, who just set the rookie record for threes in a season. How much was this on your radar, MP? Did you know when you set the record?
Of course I did, Dom. This ain't 1960s. You get close to a record like this and you hear about it 50 million times before you get there.
So you were gunning for this then?
I mean, that's just my game. But yeah, of course, I wanted this record, so I took aim at it. And as you now know, I got pretty good aim.
All right, thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Back to you, Brian.
Great stuff there, Dominic. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.